Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Your Christmas or Mine, a wacky family comedy movie that's a sequel to a movie I didn't see, and they don't really explain the first one, so I'm not totally sure what's going on. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget Kindle. Unlimited is free. I will be at the Lucille's Country Cooking from 10 to 2 tomorrow. That's Sunday. So join me there in Warren, New Jersey, and get yourself a delicious breakfast and a copy of the Pineys. Okay. So I have no idea what's going on in this franchise, but apparently Your Christmas or Mine was a movie, and now they've made a sequel. And one of the characters is that one blonde chick from 30 Rock. So I guess they upped the ante in this one because I think the previous family went to England to visit, and there was a crazy mix-up with their reservations, and then I think the English family come to America, but somehow the same family gets a mix-up on their reservations, but eventually they get it straightened out, which is weird because I assume that was the entire plot of the previous movie. But anyhow, they end up at a ski resort, and then during the mix-up, somehow it's exposed that the young kid's going to ask his girlfriend to marry him, and that somehow ruins the surprise or whatever. But eventually, they work it out. It's got this weird bit here at the end. Not this heartaches and the merry mix-up. I don't get what that is. That's Christmas to you? Heartaches and a merry mix-up? And a bunch of actors, I don't recognize any of them except the woman from 30 Rock. And so it has all these characters I didn't see in the first movie, so I don't know who these people are. And it doesn't really explain who any of them are or why this is funny. Now there's a moment here where the young guy goes out drinking with this guy, and I guess they're in, maybe it's a German resort? I don't know. Nothing's really explained here other than they're on vacation and there was a mix-up. That's kind of funny, I guess. Not really seeing the humor here. They're playing like some jazzy, happy Christmas song in the background, which is positive. It keeps it very light and keeps it kind of airy. But yeah, I don't know these characters, so I'm not sure what I'm missing out here. It's like if you were to do a comedy trailer for The Simpsons and not explain that Homer and Marge are the husband and wife, that Bart and Lisa and Maggie are their kids, and there were a bunch of other characters in the mix, and you never explain how they're related to each other. You don't really explain that they live in Springfield. You don't explain how they relate or why they're funny, and there's no really funny moments in the trailer. Would you watch it? I don't think you would. So the only thing I can think of is they cut this. The people who cut this trailer are like the people who made the first movie, and they just assume I saw the first movie. I didn't see it, so I have no idea what's going on or why any of this is funny. I assume this is a heightening of what happened in the first movie with a crazy mix-up at Christmas. But, an old guy wearing a crazy sweater. Hilarious. I mean, it feels like a family comedy. So maybe it's very mild laughs. Again, if you saw the first movie. Maybe if you didn't. I don't know. And somehow, but then it gets very serious right in the middle, and then comes right out of it, and then gets happy again. So, so here it is. Like this Christmas, it's about laughter, ha ha ha, heartaches, and the merry mix-up. It doesn't seem like Christmas. It's not Christmas. But okay. So first act, um, these two wacky families are getting back together again, and they meet at the airport to go on vacation. I'm not sure where. I want to say Germany, but I don't know. Is that Germany? Are those German mountains? Because I saw German stuff, but that might have just been in a bar. Maybe this is Colorado. And they pass up one shuttle to take the second shuttle that's driven by Jeff, and then they end up at the wrong hotel, which is a dump, while the rest of the family ends up at the correct hotel, partly because of the wacky mix-up. But then at some point they correct it and end up at the right hotel. So did you get into that bit and realize, it's not very funny? Oh, then just get back to the real hotel. Okay. So they get back to the real hotel. Thanks for wasting all that time. And then there's going to be skiing. But during the mix-up, somebody opens up the wrong luggage and finds the engagement ring. And I guess he's waiting for the perfect time to ask this girl to marry him. And I don't know who. I guess this girl is a sister or a relative, maybe, or maybe ex-girlfriend. I don't know. Are they? I don't know who. I don't know who these people are. Might have included a line or two in there. So I guess that's a picture from the first movie. So I don't know who these actors are. Your Christmas or Mine, Part 2, December 8th. If you saw the first one, you'll know what this is about. If you didn't. So, the first act, the wacky mix-up happens. It's resolved. But his surprise proposal is exposed. And that's sort of the plot of the second act. The conflict is at the height of the second act. They might not get together because they have some sort of dust up over the fact, I don't know, one of them doesn't want to get married maybe right away, or the way he asked, or whatever. But then the family kind of figures it out. That's sort of implied in the trailer. And they invite more family members to the ski lodge to do wacky things, and it's all okay. And then I assume they get married, or are going to get married, and then there'll be Your Christmas or Mine, Part 3. Hope you saw the first two movies. You won't know what the hell's going on, I guess. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. I don't think there was a write-up here. No. This is on Prime, by the way. I will not be watching. Check out my books. Check me out at Lucille's Country Cooking tomorrow from 10 to 2. And if there's time, I'll do a live stream later. But that's why I did it tonight. So the live stream's already posted. I may do a second one tomorrow. I'll have to do something different. Oh, God. What will I do tomorrow? Well, it'll depend on when I get back. Anyhow, hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.